I'm excited. So, like I said, the next several streams, Wednesday, Thursday, Wednesday, next Sunday, the following Wednesday, the following Sunday, etc. We're all going to be these streams of science, actual laboratory fun science. So the first one we're going to do, I don't actually have the item because it's in the refrigerator now, but Carolina Biological, I got a cool new dissection kit. So on Sunday, sorry, not Sunday, yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do for, actually, next Wednesday, because it's the last stream of the semester, I'll probably just do this. Or play another game. Like, what was it called? Fairness? Stanley Parable. Maybe. Hopefully that'll be better. Anyways, next week, we are going to, on stream, dissect a real cheap brain. So, I'm going to go through it. I'm going to use a better knife than this knife, because that's tragic. But we are actually going to go through. So this is for $30 if because of shipping. So it's like $17 plus tax and shipping. It came out to about $31. Gonna dissect a brain, and I'm gonna have my phone, you know, looking down at it and whatnot. What is going on with my... Oh, is my hand getting overexposed? I see. So I'm gonna just, like, you know, have this pointing at it, and I'm gonna record the dissection, because I don't know if next semester I'll be able to do this with my students in bio. So we're gonna do that, and so I've got the instructions, and then I've got the teacher's manual. So Carolina sells these kits. You can also just buy a brain if you really want to, and I might just keep a steady stream coming. They're like $5-7, something like that. And so it's just instructions on how to do this. It's really, really cool. And then it's got a drawing of where everything is. So what we'll do is I'll show this on stream as best I can. But you'll be able to see all of the stuff. And it's going to be real fun. So that's next Sunday. They gave me a plastic knife. At least it's serrated, but honestly, no. But I also have a ruler, okay. A magnifying glass comes in this pack. I'm not opening it right now. But a wooden poker of sorts, some plastic blue tweezers, some towelettes. These are antiseptic towelettes, although I have some nitrile gloves, so I don't actually end up touching it. They have a cool styrofoam tray for it to go on. And then more information about all of that. So I am so looking forward to doing that. Get hyped. So that's fun thing number one. Fun thing number two, I mean, no particular order except for the dissection, because I have the brain up in the refrigerator. Aster doesn't like the brain, so we're gonna get that out of the way as soon as possible. So the other thing that I plan on doing is I'm gonna do a I'm not gonna do a run through of it. Maybe I'll do it on myself, which is not at all valid. But I have the WAIS-R manual, which has instructions for doing the Wechsler Adult Intelligence Scale, which is revised. So this is technically this is the second edition. It's no longer used, so I feel okay about like sharing it. And then in this briefcase, I don't think whoever Psychological Corporation, I don't think they're gonna come after me. And if they do, they do. But I feel good. So in this briefcase is all of the materials for the test. For the WAIS-R. I think the WAIS is now in the 4th edition? Fourth revision. So you would not use this at all for any intelligence testing. Like, for example, why you would not use this at all is, so this was published in 1981. So the first test came out in the 70s, I believe. 60s, 70s, something like that. I don't want to do Bach. I need to find the... There we go. Here we go. So, Chapter 6. So, Section 1 is the information scale. And there's a pretty dated question in here. I mean, I guess maybe they're not dated. They're a little random. I think they've been updated in the years since. But just to quickly show you on stream here what is in store. It's giant. So if you were a psychometrician, you would do this. Yes, David. It is the same test that I gave, and finally, after a year of asking. Finally, we purchased, like, one of the very few remaining manuals left. So this is property of Eureka now. When I did it in history last, I guess it was, two springs ago now. I had to borrow this from another Illinois library, and then I had to return it, right? So now I have my own. This is all mine. Nobody's gonna touch this. I mean, it's not mine, but you get what I mean. Like, I get to. I seriously asked the library catalog employee. I was like, "When's it due?" And she's like, "February." And then she said, you could always just extend it too. And I'm like, yeah, probably will. But yes, so this is also coming on stream. We'll go through it 100%. All right. Thank you, David. Yeah, I am so excited. Now, the next two I am super excited for, because not only are they really cool, but the school paid for them as well. So, I mean, I paid for them and they're going to reimburse me, but so there's a company called Backyard Brains, and they make basically at-home science kits. And obviously we're talking about a brain. So I've got one of these. It's a heart and brain spiker box, sorry. So it comes with actual electrodes, and you can replace these electrodes. And so a little Arduino. I haven't opened it yet because I'm gonna do a full unboxing on stream, so that'll probably come at some point, either on a Wednesday evening or Sunday afternoon, like today, on here. So there's a little Arduino control board, a 2 electrode It's having some problems with the green screen, but a 2-electrode headband. So you put the electrodes, as far as I can tell, you put the electrodes on the back so it can read. It's essentially going to read scalp resistance or electrical activity through the resistance of your scalp. So you have to clear away as much hair as possible. And you can read EEG. All you need is a phone. And their app, obviously. But then you can also use the electrodes on your wrists to measure heart rate. And here's the cool thing. It's green. Look at that. I'm invisible. Just fully hide my face. So you can see that it says Signagel very, very faintly. So this green stuff is the electrode. It helps the electrode beat the resistance of your skin. And then we have the USB cable, which is pretty cool. An invisible green connector cable to your phone. And the slightly frustrating thing is that it's got two 3.5 millimeter leads here, and my phone doesn't come with a 3.5 millimeter jack anymore, right? It's just the Lightning, but we have the Lightning to 3.5 millimeter adapters, so I get to still use my phone for that. So that's cool. And then here are the leads, and then a grounding or a common clip because it's black. But these are the two leads. So that's why you can only get 2 points of connection between the two. That's why you either do both wrists or you do the back of the head. Maybe you could move it around the head, maybe. I guess maybe if you were doing I'll have to see, but they have, and the cool thing is that yeah, so it says for EEG, place a headband with metal electrodes on the top of the back of your head over the visual cortex. The flat metal part should be making contact with your head with a dab of electrode gel to increase contact. Place a patch electrode on the bony part behind the ear as a ground. Yeah, and then you just connect the black. So, read scalp resistance, hoping for electrostimulation that Jack can control. Just wait for the next one. Now, I'd have to figure out how to do that. They gave me a terrible 9-volt battery. If we could just get rid of 9-volt batteries, I would love it, because these are the bane of my existence. So, Snot Garden, hang on. I got you covered, my friend. Hang on. Now, there might be some work that needs to be done in actual connections, but I got you. Oh. Wrong order. Yeah. Bing, bong, boom. Put that back in there. So that'll be one thing, and again, I'll be recording the video to use on my channel. So I'll just put that down here. Okay. So the next one. This is where I got you, Snot Garden. So I haven't opened this yet at all. So this is going to be 100% new to me. So this will be the unboxing part, and then we'll just jump right into a stream on this at some point. Yeah. No, Snot, you're good. You're good. Okay. So, this is what I'm talking about here. This is also from Backyard Brains. Human to human interface. It's ages 8+. Oh, goody! I get to do it. So basically, I got these for my biopsych class next semester, and of course, I'm going to be using them in other classes as well. Why is this not opening? Oh, do I? Oh, that's annoying. You have to take this whole thing off to open it? What? I mean, really? Really? Seth and Amy. We both qualify. Indeed. Okay, well, this is slightly annoying. I have to pull this thing off just to get it open. There we go. I'll read this first. Make sure you read all instructions to get familiar with your equipment before you begin. Use this kit to control other people's muscles. So control other people. Use your own body muscles for recording. So it's also an EMG, an electromyogram graph. Graph. Control any devices with your muscles, motors, LEDs, or even computers and games. Use a smartphone or computer to see live action potentials. Look at that. Live action potentials, I think, are on the level of the EMG part of it. 10s unit with modified cable for interfacing with EMG spiker shield. 100-time EMG sticker patch electrodes. 100 EMG. Wow. Arduino Uno with preloaded code. Nice. Pre-assembled EMG spiker shield and a 9-volt battery. So these are the 100. So 2 packs of 50, I imagine. Yeah, quantity 50. 50 and 50. That's awesome. Yeah, we are going to, most likely, Snot Garden, we are most likely going to be in person unless the state of Illinois says no. So, instruction manual for the actual EMG machine. Setting up, okay, I'll have to read all of this. What's inside? The main board. HHI, spiker shield, and Arduino. 9-volt battery and leash. The 10s. The 10s is what gives your muscles a shock. Okay. Muscle leads. Okay, very cool. Yep. Electrode parts, electrode pads. A USB cable, so USB A to USB B, and then muscle 10s cable. Okay. So here's the awful 9-volt battery, and then here's the leash. I'm glad they made it a leashed 9-volt instead of like having to put the 9-volt directly in. Here's the 10s. Oh, it comes with batteries. Okay. So you have timer. I don't know. I don't know if the camera is doing a very good job of focusing on that. Not really. Okay. So you just do a pulse width mode and then pulse rate. Okay, that's cool. So that's the 10s. USB cable. Leads. Leads. And, oh my gosh, this Arduino is so much smaller. And it comes with little, it comes with little feet. This is gonna be so bitchin'. Oh my god. It's not, wow, I'm happy to say we're not doing in person until September at the earliest, but then again, we're epidemiologists. I mean, for real though, I don't, it was fine. It was fine this fall. We're a small school, so like we could do in person. I don't know if David's still in chat. He could also say some words about that. Oh. Yes. Okay, so this is going to be on stream too. At least the first initial try. I was thinking maybe I would block my vision of one arm and try to make it move. I don't know how cool that'll be. Machine sounds super fun. It does, doesn't it? I did put this back in this bag to keep it all together. I'm gonna have to find maybe like a Ziploc to put all of my electrodes in. I don't know if you're supposed to store them in a sterile way. Not made with latex, no PVC. Do not. Prescription only. I love it. How do they get away with sending me it? Ooh, sorry. You're out. Well, everyone's out this month. But you were out in November, David? Is that what happened? I hope you didn't get the COVID. The Rona. The hype train has not left the station, or is still going. So, a couple of other things that I might mess around with stream to make some videos. Oh, that's right, you're out this month. I was asking if you were to say a few words about the semester, how did it go? Being in person. So, I don't know what I'm going to do or how I'm going to deal with this, but whether or not it will actually work. I'm not a fan of how dirty this is getting. But I found a... Ooh, there's a... I don't know if this is gonna work. I probably need to get a new... Yeah, David, big boy job. Hell yeah, what kind of job are you doing? Get this. So, this is one of the reasons why I have a Waste R is... a lot of stuff was left over from the OG people who worked at Eureka in the psych department. It really was a behavioral science lab, as best they could with the things they had. And so they left things like this EMG. There's an EMG 100T from Lafayette Instrument Company in Lafayette, Indiana. I wonder if they're still around. It'd be funny if they were. But it looks like I need to get a new 9-volt battery, but it has leads to something, and it has electrodes, and it has some additional electrodes. I'm gonna see if it works. I need to get my hands on a new set of... God, this thing is disgustingly dirty, though. I get my hands on a new set of 9-volt batteries. So yeah, this EMG from Lafayette. There. Working at Unity Point Behavioral Health and the Knowles Rehabilitation Center. Nice! Interesting and better than all remote. Okay, so let's see. Oh, shit. Needs to go back in there. And then the last. Oh, then the reason why I saved this for last. I don't know how well this is gonna work on stream, and I'll talk about the science of it. But this is a... Let's see if you can get that there. It's also made by Lafayette Instrument Incorporated. It is a JND, basically a JND light box. Light discrimination. So you have two lights when it's plugged in. I can't show it to you right now. there's a switch here on the back, okay? And then you have these dials, and you can change their intensity, and you get them to the point where you can't see it. You're basically testing people's discrimination of two lights. And mostly this would be used on... yeah, it does look like that. On rats. You will be assimilated. I don't have the robot voice tuned up right now, so I can't change my voice. But that would be... That's literally what it is, not garden. That's good stuff. So you tune these dials, and they're opposite rotations. They're opposite rotations. And so you can mess with that. I will try to show it on stream. I'll probably try to do it with my phone and attempt to use the back here to see if it, isn't fail. This will probably be a Wednesday evening stream just because there's not a lot to do. It's not a lot to do. A lot of Sunday streams in here because 2 hours is what I get for Sunday. All right. That's all the hype. That's all the hype for all the fun stuff. Remember, Backyard Brains, I have a ton of these stickers. I've used one already. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So they gave me 7 stickers. But anyways, that is what we plan to do while I'm at home for, the next basically 2 months. Is that because we're not starting back until the 26th to give the colder days more days, essentially. So that's what we plan to do. I am so excited.
And there was much rejoicing.
So that's where we're at. Yeah. So I had to, obviously, so especially for the Backyard Brain stuff. So I paid for the sheep brain with my own money, but because the Spiker box and the human-to-human interaction module were a little out of my price range, yes, I do plan on I plan on using them in as many classes as I can. So even 101 at this point, just to get the one use out of them, and two, because they are technically Eureka's once I get reimbursed for them. They're mine right now because I bought them, but I'm getting reimbursed. So as soon as I get reimbursed for them, they will be the property of Eureka, and they will probably live in my office. You are missing all the fun stuff, David. I am so sorry. It's been a, you got Brian. I mean, that's something to be proud about, right? The sheep brain would not have fit with Cogneuro, though. That's not the nature of the class. Biopsych, indeed. So if you had taken Biopsych 2 springs ago, then you would have been able to. Because we did it on campus. We did it in the bio lab because Amy DeWald shared some of her brains with us, and I had a much smaller class. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it this year with this biopsych class. So at least I've got a couple of other, I've got a couple of other things to sort of counteract that, and then show them the video that I plan on making of the sheep brain dissection. I know it's not the same as like doing it yourself, but yeah. I took almost all the other. You did, yeah. We were very. I would say we were very purposeful about that. I mean, it got you a job. So, hell yeah, man. I got you a job. So, definitely. And come by the streams when I plan to do it. I'm going to try to publicize these, like, I'm going to try to publicize, you know, all of these demos and things as much as possible. So as long as you keep an eye on, I don't know, Twitter, Discord, Reddit, whatever, just mail all the students a sheep brain. It's not even that. I think bio has enough brains for us, especially if I group people up in groups of 2 or 3 to do the dissection, because I know not everyone wants to actually touch sheep brain. I know my wife does not care to be anywhere near the dissection when it occurs, so it's basically hidden as much as possible in the refrigerator right now. So not everybody wants to do dissection, and so I was thinking about putting them in groups of 2 or 3, but then the wrench in that plan is not everyone can be in the lab at the same time, because I actually have more people lined up next semester than I did 2 years ago when I taught the class, because this is an alternate year class for me. So, yeah, I don't know if it's gonna work, which is a bummer. But we do have these other things that I think I can spend some time with and have them maybe set up a couple of stations with them. It's just I can't do the dissection anywhere but the bio lab, because it's just not reasonable where the psych the psych classes are taught. It's just not reasonable. We don't have the right equipment. We don't have the cleaning up. You know, it's technically a biohazard, so it has to be put in. You can't just throw it away. Although that's what I plan on doing with my brain. Put it in seal it up. I'm sorry, I murdered this sheep. Just like cut it up into little pieces, put it in a bag. Oh, don't mind me, I'm just throwing a brain away. It's not a human brain, don't worry about it. It's not be a very small human if it was a human brain. I mean, one thing that you can tell very, very keenly about a sheep brain is it's very smooth. It's not as convoluted as a human brain. So, yeah, I'm like a little kid. How freaking excited I am to do all these things and get all of these toys and it's really nice, just on a professional level, that my chair agreed to these backyard brain modules, because I'm up for promotion next fall, and tenure after that, the year after that. So they're investing in me, and so I find that to be a very good sign. You know, they just invested $400-something, and then even before that, they invested about $350 with my Brian over there. So that's good. I like it. It makes me it makes me feel less crazy about the whole tenure process. So that's on the DL though. It's like somebody catches that, and they're like, "Oh, we're not gonna give him a promotion anymore." Ah. But yeah. Well, I think that's gonna do it for this stream. It was a fun Sunday stream. Thanks everyone for coming by and hanging out and just chatting with me in this last like 40 minutes or so while I hyped next couple of months of streams. Wednesday nights, Sunday afternoons, same time, same times, same place, right here on the Twitch. Be sure to give me a follow on either of those two, but mostly Twitch. You can grab my Discord. And Reddit, just in case you do any of those things. Then you'll be notified of when I do the dissections, when I do the spiker boxes, and we'll play with those and the intelligence tests and everything. So, thanks for coming out, Snot Garden. Don't worry, no worries, my friend. Appreciate it, and I will see